Welcome to Data Joy AI, Data Mining and Exploration. Chapter 5, Cluster Analysis. Discovering Structure in Unlabeled Data. Cluster analysis is one of the first true data mining techniques students encounter. The chapter explains that clustering groups similar objects without any predefined labels, making it a core unsupervised learning method. Modern AI tools make this easier by suggesting parameters and even interpreting clusters automatically. But the underlying goal remains the same: uncover hidden structure in your data. Labeled versus unlabeled data. The chapter draws a clear distinction between labeled and unlabeled data. Labeled data includes categories like fruit or vegetable and supports supervised learning. Unlabeled data has no such categories, which makes clustering essential. When you don't know how to group your data, clustering helps reveal natural patterns. Why clustering matters? Clustering is especially valuable when you're working with new or unfamiliar datasets. It helps you organize information, discover patterns, and identify meaningful groups. The chapter notes that clustering is used in retail, finance, biology, and many other fields. AI tools now assist by suggesting interpretations like budget shoppers or high-value customers, making results more actionable. Mathematical foundations of clustering. Clustering relies on mathematical distance to measure similarity. The chapter revisits the Pythagorean theorem to show how Euclidean distance works. This distance becomes the backbone of clustering because it tells us which points are close enough to belong together. Distance matrices summarize these relationships and guide clustering algorithms. Distance in multiple dimensions. While we can visualize 2 or 3 dimensions, real datasets often have many variables. Each variable becomes a dimension in data space. Even though we can't visualize high-dimensional space, the distance formula still works. This allows clustering algorithms to operate on complex datasets with many variables. Alternative distance metrics. Euclidean distance isn't always the best choice. For binary yes-no data, the Jaccard distance is more appropriate. When variables are correlated, Mahalanobis distance accounts for covariance. Minkowski distance generalizes several metrics. The chapter highlights that modern tools can automatically recommend the best metric based on your data. Normalization and scaling. Normalization is essential because variables often use different scales. Salary might be in tens of thousands, while experience is measured in years. Without scaling, salary dominates the distance calculation. Converting variables to z-scores ensures that each contributes equally, producing more meaningful clusters. Employee example, raw versus normalized. The chapter's employee example makes this clear. Raw distances reflect salary differences almost exclusively. After normalization, both salary and experience influence the distances. This demonstrates why scaling is a required pre-processing step before clustering. Hierarchical clustering. Hierarchical clustering builds clusters step by step, merging the closest points or clusters at each stage. The result is a dendrogram that shows relationships at multiple levels. You don't need to choose the number of clusters in advance, which makes hierarchical clustering ideal for exploratory analysis. Linkage methods. The chapter explains several linkage methods. Single linkage uses the closest points, complete linkage uses the farthest, and average linkage takes the average distance. Ward's method minimizes within cluster variance. Modern tools can recommend which linkage method fits your data best. K-means clustering. K-means takes a different approach by partitioning data into K-clusters. It starts with random centroids, assigns points to the nearest one, and recalculates centroids until the clusters stabilize. It works well when clusters are roughly spherical and similar in size. The challenge is choosing K. The elbow method looks for a point where adding more clusters stops improving the model significantly. Silhouette scores measure how well points fit their assigned clusters. The chapter shows how these methods help determine K, and modern AI tools combine them to recommend optimal values. DB-scan, density-based clustering. DBScan identifies clusters based on dense regions of points. It distinguishes core points, border points, and noise points. This allows dbScan to detect irregular shapes and automatically identify outliers, something k-means cannot do. It's especially useful for messy, real-world datasets. Key takeaways. Cluster analysis is a powerful tool for exploring unlabeled data. Distance metrics, normalization, and algorithm choice all shape the results. Hierarchical clustering, k-means, and dbScan each serve different purposes. AI tools enhance the process by suggesting parameters and interpreting clusters, but understanding the fundamentals ensures you can trust and explain the results.